Welcome to this quiet and peaceful journey through some of the slowest, least exciting moments in the history of the United States. Allow yourself to settle in, get comfortable, and let your mind gently wander as we begin. Welcome to this quiet and peaceful journey through some of the slowest, least exciting moments in the history of the United States. Allow yourself to settle in, get comfortable, and let your mind gently wander as we begin. The meeting room 1776 in the year 1776 in Philadelphia. A group of men gathered in a room. The room was rather plain. The walls were made of wood. The floors were wooden too. There were windows, but they were not very large. The windows had glass panes, some of them slightly wavy, because the glass was old. There was a table, a large wooden table. It had scratches on its surface from years of use. On the table, there were papers and quill pens and small glass inkwells. Some of the men sat quietly. Others stood, shifting their weight from one foot to the other. It was warm, the kind of warmth that makes you feel a little sleepy. A fly buzzed near the window, landing now and then, before flying again. Outside, a horse's hooves could be heard in the distance, slowly clopping along the street. Inside, nothing much happened, except some quiet talking and the sound of a chair creaking as a man leaned back ever slightly. The field 1781. Some years later, in 1781, there was a field, just an ordinary field, with grass growing at different heights. The grass moved gently in the breeze. A few clouds drifted across the sky, slowly, without hurry. In the distance, a group of soldiers stood, waiting, not doing much of anything. They adjusted their hats and shifted from one foot to the other. Nearby, a small bird chirped and then flew to a nearby tree. One of the soldiers sneezed, another yawned, and time went on, slowly, gently, uneventfully. The harbor 1800. In the year 1800, at a harbor, ships floated quietly. The water lapped against the wooden sides of the ships, softly, again and again. Ropes creaked as they gently swayed in the breeze. Seagulls called out, then quieted down as they perched on posts along the dock. Dock workers moved barrels from one place to another. Without rush, without excitement, the sun shone down, making the water sparkle in places and casting long shadows in others. Everything was calm. Everything was slow. The train station 1850. At a small train station in 1850, a train sat waiting. The engine let out soft puffs of steam, slowly, one after another. The station platform was made of wood, and the boards creaked as people walked across it. Passengers stood quietly, some looking at their tickets, some looking at nothing in particular. A man checked his pocket watch and then put it back. A woman adjusted her hat, then stood still again. The train did not leave yet. It just waited, and the people waited, too. The town 1900. By 1900, in a small town, people went about their day at an easy pace. Shops opened their doors in the morning, and the shopkeepers swept the front steps, slowly, carefully. A dog lay in the shade of a tree, not moving, except for its tail, which wagged lazily now and then. The town clock chimed once to mark the hour. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves, and the town carried on, as it always did, closing. And so, we come to the end of this quiet, uneventful journey through some of the most peaceful and slow-moving moments of American history. Let the calm of these moments stay with you as you drift off into restful, deep sleep. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Good night.